Alright, welcome everybody. This is a little bit different. This is a absolutely necessary thing to do because one of the benefits of my Series X and all Series X Xbox owners is backwards compatibility. This is going to be a review in 2020 on next gen for the Resnow S1. I will have to say right now, no, I buy my, well, first of all, this wasn't sent to me by anyone. I'm going to contact them in the future because I want updates. I want even more compatibility, but we are going to do a compatibility test of all kinds of controllers on the Series X. Now, I'm going to show you what is in the box. How hard is it? This madman can set it up. So can you. It's very easy. Alright, here's what's in the box. My box is empty because I've been testing it. Little thing, that's about it. It costs about $100. Maybe you could get a little bit more, a little bit less. I'd say $10 range, a little bit $10 more, $10 less. It's well worth it. And here you go. It says resnow.com/start-here. Go there. There's a forum. You download for PC or Mac a little program. And then you connect this little magical box to your PC or Mac. It also has an app for both iOS and Android. You will need that because it may not. I haven't tried it without it. It's possible it might work without it, but I don't know. But I'll tell you what, everyone. If you have a next-gen console, you have a smartphone. So, here's what comes in the box besides the card telling you where to go. And the update took under a minute. Once I downloaded, I'm like, oh, I got to connect this to my PC. How long is it going to take? It's a minute. And this device, honestly, it saves you money. If you have multiple consoles, if you are a hardcore gamer and you like to collect games, I think this is a #1 thing you need. I don't know about the PlayStation 5 because I don't have a PlayStation 5 yet. But I have the controller, and we're going to test that in this video, and I'm going to let you know the results. And this may be part 1. Why is there a steering wheel? I'm testing that too. All right? Here's what you get. The little box. And a wire to connect to USB. Has a little, it's similar, it's not USB-C, little plug, I don't know. You connect it there. Now, once you download on the website the little program that updates the firmware, and then you get your app on your phone. That all takes like a minute. This is how you connect it. For now, this will be to my Series X console. First, you connect this USB to your port on your next-gen console. I'm sure this will work for PS5 too. I don't know about the compatibility though. I really don't know that. Then, you plug your actual console controller in this USB port here. This is where, so this is what the little box does. It takes your official controller for the system you're using, and it mirrors that, and it makes the system think you're using the actual controller when you put in these two ports whatever controller you want. Wheel, accessory. Magically, it really does work. It works pretty well. I pre-tested a lot of this, but I want to give you the results. All right. So, that's the important part. Oh, one hint that's really going to help you when you do this. When you put the controller, say you have another console that you want to try, that's your favorite controller, but you have a different system you want to try it on. You know, like the PlayStation home button, the Xbox home button. Do not press that button until these little lights and everything in your app beeps and lets you know it's ready. Then the helpful hint is to plug in the controller that you want to use on the system that's not intended for the system last. And don't press that button until everything's set, and then you'll be good to go. Alright. So now, first, officially, I am going to plug this into my Series X console now. Fortunately, I have a USB extender, so this is actually into my Series X now. And I am going to... Look. It's lighting up green and blue. And it's red. It's connected. Now it's beeping, okay? Now I'm going to connect my actual Series X, darn it, Series X controller to it right now. It's beeping. Okay.
I'm ready to fight.
Alright. So I have to do a weird split in there. Brilliant, Madman. I was like, I have my app on my phone, and that's what I'm recording on. Because I want to show you what's on screen, too. We're going to be looking at Dead or Alive 5. Why am I playing Dead or Alive 5 now? Well, that's going to be in another series, another video I'm going to do called Game Stack, talking about fighting games and video games. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, record. I'm recording now on my recording device. My dogs are not helping things here. And I'm going to just tell you the results, because one thing, if you are using the app for the Resnow, other functions, you gotta have your phone do that. It could interfere there, because the app's gonna control the box. So I really went down the line. I started with PS3 Controller. This is my Dual Shock. It works with the Reasnow. You can play any game that you can with... Oh, and let's get some gameplay started here. Oh, alright, let's see which... I have too many controllers. So, Dead or Alive 5. Why do I have this up? Why have I been playing this game? Because the virtual fighter characters are in it. Great hidden gem for your Series X, backwards compatible. So, can I talk? How am I going to do this? Talk and play at the same time? You know what? Can I do a computer?
That wasn't your best shot.
I did not think this out good.
Enough.
Alright. I'm going to just go back. Versus exhibition mode. Allow temporary access to locked characters and status on. Okay, whatever. Solo match. Sorry, guys. I am using a controller right now that is not an Xbox controller. Alright, I'm going to pick... Alright, screw this. Screw this bad. This is not working out good. Alright, the DualShock 3. The DualShock, and now I'm getting messages on my YouTube. DualShock 3. It works! It really, really works. It's amazing. It has the rumble. Then I went... And actually, this is one of my favorite controllers ever. This is also a limited edition for my PlayStation. This came out with the first Battlefront, the Dark Side. DualShock 4. It works, and it's got DualShock. Yes, it does. Works on the Resnow on my Series X. Then, of course, the One X controller does work. That was as advertised. Now, the first one that does not work, that I'm sorry to say, and I really wanted it to for like some old school retro styled indie style games, it just does not work, is the Switch limited edition SNES controller. It has the input. The reason I think it doesn't work is I think for any controller that you want to work through this system, it has to have that home button. You know, the PlayStation, even, they all have similar to Switch. They all have a similar button that goes home. Of course, I wasn't expecting, this doesn't have Rumble to begin with, but I really wanted this. This is the first fail for the Resnow, and I don't see, even with firmware update, this is not going to work, because from my findings with this device is that it needs to have a home button for it to work. From my findings, it has to be at least PlayStation 3, Xbox 360 era. I'm sure I should have dragged out my 360 controller, but I have to find it. I also, well, this works without the Resnow, but I will tell you, Skylanders Portal, as long as it's an Xbox One, does work. I tried that. And then for the big mystery, and if you see the thumbnail of this video, the PlayStation 5, do you see it glowing? The PlayStation 5 controller. I got it working on my Series X. Now, when I first connected it to the Resnow, and also I have something to say, I don't foresee this working wirelessly. You have to have it connected by USB. Is that a deal breaker for you? I think the benefits outweigh the minuses. That's my pup on camera. Okay, so at first it did not work. Now she's messing me up. At first it did not work, and there's no preset option on the Resnow app, but there is a option to go key by key and mirror what the button is on the Series X controller. For instance, I had to go left stick up and go like that, and then it mapped it. Left stick down like that, and then it mapped it. Left stick, and then I did each button. After I did that manually, this now works on the Series X. The downside, and I was very unsure about this. I thought there was a good chance of it working, and I was upset at first, but then when I manually mapped the buttons, it does work. The haptic feedback. And unfortunately, this is the downside. Some of you might not care if you turn Rumble off, if you're not really concerned about Rumble or haptic, and you just want a ergonomic controller, and you want to, hey, say you're going to get a controller now, you prefer PlayStation style controllers, and you're eventually going to get a PS5 and down the road, or you just want to use it. I also heard, and I didn't test this, that this just works naturally without a Resnow on your PS3, which is really odd. I don't get that at all. But the Rumble feature does not work. I guess the haptic is next gen, and it's so far removed from the Rumble feature that it's just not going to work for you. I don't know, even if I'm going to maybe reach out to Reasnow to see the developer. I followed them on Twitter and ask if they were going to do a firmware. But I don't know if there is going to be anything that's going to actually have the device mirror a Rumble with the haptics. Maybe it's just such a different system. I'm not a technical guy. Maybe it's just such a different system that this cannot. It's just not. Maybe that's why I figured out why even though you could play PS4 games on the PS5, that you can't use the PS5 controller on those games. I have a feeling that's why it's not going to work on another system with the haptic. I think it has to be developed with haptic feedback, and I don't foresee I think you're always going to need that PS4 controller to play backpack games on the PS5. The haptic feedback system is so far removed from the DualShock Rumble. And it's not going to, a game that naturally has the rumble, is just not going to move over to the haptic feedback. It's just different. That's my theory. But it does work. I got mixed results. Now, I'm also, this thing. This is a PlayStation wheel in pedals. I am happy to report that it definitely is working on the Series X, and it's got the rumble. I played Dirt 5, and it's amazing. I'm very happy with it. Those are my results for the Resnow. I'm going to do an update to this. What should I do? Maybe I should just record. Am I still recording? Yeah. Maybe I should just record video to play over this so you have something to watch besides me talking about the controller and my dog in the background. I'll see. So, I say this is a must-buy if you have multiple consoles. Do not buy multiple wheels, multiple arcade sticks, all this other stuff. Oh! Yes. This also works for the Resnow, but this is Xbox One. But you know what? I'd say get the PlayStation 4 version because it's readily available, or get the Switch version. And you can, this is a must-buy controller for 2D fighters. Fighting pad, fighting sticks, more to come on that. I may do an update if you want to see more compatibility with the Resnow Series X. Next-gen compatibility with other accessories and controllers, let me know. I'm thinking about trying a Rock Band controller and see what else I could get to work on here on a part 2. If enough people ask, let me know. I'll see you later. Bye.
Get ready, fight! Watch out! Watch out! Get ready, fight!
私の勝ちね。